6 lucky numbers to focus and get rich. On Sunday, 4th May 2025, vertical bar Buddhist teachings. In today's fast-paced world, success often feels like chasing shadows. But what if I told you that the ancient wisdom of numbers could be the key to bringing focus, wealth, and peace into your life? This Sunday, May 4th, 2025, I'm going to share with you 6 powerful numbers rooted in both energy and intention numbers that could help align your mind, your focus, and your fortune, guiding you on a clearer path toward abundance. But pause for a moment. What if these numbers aren't just digits? What if they're gentle whispers from the universe, aligning you with opportunities waiting to unfold? Every moment, every choice, every breath connects us to something greater. This isn't about luck alone, it's about tuning into the flow of life itself. So, mark this Sunday as a chance for a shift, a new perspective, where ancient Buddhist teachings meet modern success. Together, we'll explore the 6 lucky numbers that might just open new doors for you, numbers carrying not just mathematical value, but spiritual energy, focus, and the potential for growth. Before we dive in, take a mindful moment with me. Let's set an intention together. Comment below and speak this affirmation out loud. I focus my mind, I open my heart, and abundance flows to me with ease. And as always, if you find peace and insight here at the Journey of Wisdom, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this energy with others. Let's walk this path together. Number 1. Numbers aren't random. Have you ever paused and felt that life sometimes moves in mysterious, almost magical ways, where just a few days can bring a complete transformation? This isn't simply coincidence, but rather a moment when the doors of universal energy quietly open, waiting for those attuned enough to step through. This upcoming Sunday, May 4th, 2025, carries such potential, a rare alignment where prosperity energy rises, inviting those who are ready to receive it. The numbers I'm about to reveal are not plucked randomly from thin air. They are born from the ancient intersection of Buddhist wisdom, the rhythms of astrology, and the subtle but powerful flow of universal energy. In Buddhism, we learn that everything vibrates, everything carries energy, and numbers are no different. Each holds its own frequency, a silent language that whispers to those willing to listen with an open heart. As the Buddha once said, "What we think, we become. All that we are arises with our thoughts." Numbers, when focused upon with pure intent, can shape those very thoughts. Now, you might wonder, how can simple numbers possibly change your life? Let me share a story that might bring clarity. There was once a woman, much like any of us, who felt trapped in the cycle of financial struggle, unable to break free or find her calling. But one day, she encountered a set of numbers that resonated with her deeply, aligning not just with her mind, but with her very spirit. She didn't treat these numbers as mere digits. She meditated on them, allowing their energy to seep into her daily practice, into her decisions, into the way she visualized her future. Within months, doors began opening. Unexpected business ventures appeared, new friendships formed that enriched her life, and financial opportunities seemed to flow her way as if the universe itself conspired to lift her up. Her life didn't just change, it blossomed in ways she hadn't dared to dream. This is the power of aligning with universal rhythms. But here's the key: these numbers are not magic spells. They are reminders, tools that help focus your energy and intention. Without faith, without an open heart, they remain dormant. It's similar to how a seed contains the potential for a towering tree, but only flourishes when nurtured. Buddhist teachings remind us, faith is the seed, practice is the rain, and wisdom is the sprout. When you approach these numbers not with skepticism but with trust in the unseen flow of energy, They become a focal pointer meditation that tunes your frequency to abundance. In today's modern world, it's easy to get swept up in doubt, to believe that only hard work yields results. And while effort is vital, the wise understand that aligning your inner world with the outer universe brings a harmony that multiplies those efforts. Think of the most successful people you know. They often speak of timing, intuition, and unseen forces that guided them. So as we step into this powerful day, May 4th, 2025, consider these numbers not as mere figures, but as allies in your journey toward growth and wealth. Embrace them with faith, meditate upon them, and allow their vibrations to awaken something deeper within you. For in the words of the Buddha, your work is to discover your work, and then with all your heart to give yourself to it. Let these numbers help guide you toward that discovery, aligning your heart, your focus, and your actions with the flow of abundance, waiting just beyond the threshold. Number 2. Lucky numbers and their meanings. 1. 7. Enlightenment and luck. Let me tell you something special today about a number you've probably seen 1,000 times, but maybe never really felt its deeper meaning. I'm talking about the number 7. Yes, 7. But I want you to pause for a moment, take a deep breath, and let your heart really hear me. 7 isn't just a number on a calendar or a math equation, it's a symbol, a gateway, a vibration that holds within it the energy of enlightenment, wisdom, and luck that has echoed through time and across cultures. Have you ever wondered why the world seems so fascinated with 7? 7 days in a week, 7 colors in a rainbow, 7 wonders of the world. The pattern repeats itself like a secret whispered by the universe. Even in Buddhist teachings, the number 7 shines brightly. After the Buddha reached enlightenment, it is said he took 7 steps, and with every step, a lotus bloomed beneath his feet, symbolizing purity, awakening, and the unfolding of truth. So, what does this mean for you, right here, right now? 7 invites you on a journey not just outward, but deep within yourself, toward your own truth and peace. And on certain days, when the universe's energies align, like on Sunday, May 4th, 2025, this number carries an even stronger vibration, one that can attract luck, wealth, and new opportunities if you're open to receiving it. Think about it. Have you ever had those moments where life feels effortless, like you meet the right person at the right time, or something wonderful happens just when you need it? That's not just luck, it's alignment. It's resonance with the universe's flow, and 7 can be your key to tapping into that rhythm. So how do you harness this? Start with a morning meditation right after you wake up. Close your eyes, breathe deeply, and slowly repeat 7 in your mind. Visualize a warm, golden light filling your body with every breath. Throughout the day, keep the number close right 7 on a small piece of paper. Tuck it into your wallet or set it as a reminder on your phone. Let it remind you that you are connected to something bigger, something full of possibility. And at night, before sleep, reflect on 3 things you're grateful for, and again, softly repeat 7 like a gentle mantra, sealing your day with gratitude and trust in the abundance surrounding you. It may seem simple, but as the Buddha once said, drop by drop, the water pot is filled. Small mindful actions can transform your life. 2. Number 65. Balance and harmony. Let's talk about the powerful energy behind the number 65, number that carries a special meaning for finding balance and harmony in your life. You see, the number 6 in Buddhism speaks to the 6 perfections: generosity, morality, patience, diligence, meditation, and wisdom. These are not just abstract ideas, they are practical steps anyone can take to move closer to enlightenment, to live a life that feels full and purposeful. And the number 5? It represents the 5 aggregates: form, feeling, perception, mental formations, and consciousness, the very elements that make up your human experience, the deep connection between your body and your mind. When you bring 6 and 5 together, you get the number 65, a symbol of unity between your spiritual self and your everyday life, a grounding force that helps you welcome success without losing yourself. How often do we chase after material goals but feel empty inside, or focus so much on inner peace that we forget to live fully in the world? This number gently reminds you that both sides matter, that real abundance comes when you honor both. So, how can you bring this balance into your life, especially as we approach Sunday, May 4th, 2025? Start simple. Each morning, take a moment for yourself. Before you reach for your phone or dive into the day's tasks, sit quietly, take a few slow, deep breaths, and softly repeat 65 in your mind. Can you feel the calm settle in, the connection between your heart and mind growing stronger? Place the number 65 somewhere you can see it. A note on your mirror, your desk, even your phone wallpaper, just a gentle nudge to stay centered throughout the day. And on that special Sunday, here's a small but meaningful ritual for you. Write down 6 positive habits you want to nurture. Maybe it's drinking more water, speaking kindly, or taking daily walks. Then list 5 things that bring you peace. It could be the sound of rain, a quiet evening, a good book. As you do this, repeat 65 with gratitude, letting it anchor you in calmness and emotional balance. Remember, the journey toward richness, true richness, isn't just about what you gain outside, but how peaceful and steady you feel inside. So, I'll leave you with this question. What would it feel like to truly balance your inner world with your outer goals? Let this number be your guide to that harmony, reminding you that success flows best when your heart and mind walk together. By staying with us, you've shown that you're ready to focus your energy and welcome prosperity, guided by Buddhist teachings. Comment, "I am ready for wealth," to affirm your dedication to this path. And remember, there's still more insight coming up that can transform how you attract both wealth and peace into your life. Stay tuned until the end. 3. Number 40. 3. Transformation and breakthroughs. Let your heart guide you, because the number I'm about to share isn't just a number, it's a doorway to new possibilities. For this powerful Sunday, May 4th, 2025, that number is 43. Why 43? In Buddhist teachings and universal energy, nothing is random. Every number carries meaning. 43 represents renewal, breakthroughs, and transformation. Think of it as a bridge, a glowing path from where you are now to where your dreams of success and abundance wait. But crossing that bridge takes trust and a willingness to grow. When you take that first step, you'll see the walls holding you back were never real, they were just fear. Buddhism teaches that change is the only constant. Life flows like a river, always moving. The number 43 embodies that spirit of transformation. If you've felt stuck, this number is your key. 4 brings stability and patience. 3 brings creativity and growth. Together, they balance building solid ground while staying open to new experiences. To tap into this energy, start each morning with a simple practice. As sunlight touches your face, close your eyes and imagine yourself stepping onto a radiant bridge of light. Whisper 43 and picture golden bricks forming beneath your feet, building your path to success. Carry this intention through your day. Write 43 on a small piece of paper and keep it in your wallet. When you see it, take a breath and remind yourself, I am on the path of transformation. I am open to new opportunities. And on Sunday, May 4th, 2025, when the energy is strongest, set aside a quiet moment. Write down 3 things you want to change in your life. Say 43 softly as you visualize those changes becoming real. The true power of 43 is how it awakens your inner strength, helping you move from fear to courage. Remember, success starts within, and this number is your invitation to embrace change. 4. Number 94, awakening and major success. Picture this, a quiet Sunday morning, the sun rising, and the feeling that anything is possible. Today, I want to share the deeper meaning of one lucky number that can help you focus and move toward real success, the kind that feels true to who you are. Let's talk about 94, a powerful symbol in Buddhist teachings. The number 9 represents the end of a cycle, wisdom gained, and readiness for a new chapter. It's about enlightenment and new beginnings. The number 4 stands for persistence, stability, and the strength to keep going, even when things get tough. Together, 94 reminds us that success comes from steady, mindful effort, guided by what we've learned along the way. It's the moment when your hard work starts to pay off. Does that feel true for where you are in life right now? Can you sense something coming full circle? To tap into this energy, try a simple morning meditation. At sunrise, close your eyes and quietly repeat 94 in your mind. Picture a lotus blooming within you, a symbol of wisdom rising above challenges. Let it remind you that no matter where you start, you can grow and thrive. Here's a small daily practice. Write 94 and place it where you'll see it often on your mirror, desk, or in your wallet. Every time you see it, let it remind you that your steady efforts are building something meaningful. As Buddha said, a jug fills drop by drop. And when February 20th, 2025, comes a day with special energy, take time to reflect. Write down 4 life lessons that have shaped you and 9 long-term goals that matter most to your heart. As you do, softly repeat 94, affirming that your success is on its way. What lessons stand out to you? Which dreams keep calling you forward? Take this as a moment to realign, trust your path, and know you're right where you need to be. 5. Number 30. 8. Breakthroughs and infinite potential. Let's dive even deeper into the heart of this powerful teaching, my friend. Today, we explore the energy of number 38, a symbol of breakthroughs and infinite potential, especially as we move towards Sunday, May 4th, 2025. I want you to really feel this, because 38 isn't just a number, it's a doorway to unlocking a richer, more fulfilling life. Picture this. You stand at the peak of your personal mountain, gazing out over endless possibilities. The wind stirs gently, sunlight warms your face, and something stirs deep within you, knowing that you are meant to break through barriers and rise higher than ever before. That's the energy of 38. Now, what does this mean through the lens of Buddhist philosophy? The 3 represents a sacred connection between body, mind, and spirit, the foundation of true balance. Without this harmony, we wobble through life. But when these 3 align, we become steady, like a well-rooted tree. And the 8? Turn it sideways and it becomes infinity, a never-ending flow of abundance, opportunity, and potential. When you bring 3 and 8 together, they form a powerful message. A balanced body, a clear mind, and a peaceful spirit open you to an infinite wellspring of energy and success. So let me ask you, do you feel like you're in balance right now? Or is there an area of your life, body, mind, or spirit that needs a little more care? Reflect on this, because it's the key to unlocking your potential. You see, some people seem to attract success like it's effortless, as if the universe is working in their favor at every turn. Have you ever wondered how they do it? It's not luck, it's alignment. They've tapped into their inner energy and synced up with the rhythm of the universe. 38 is your invitation to do the same. Here's how to activate this energy. First, each morning when you wake up, take a few deep breaths. As you inhale, silently repeat 38 in your mind, and as you exhale, visualize a golden wave of energy spreading through your body, waking up every cell, every dream you hold inside. This simple practice sparks your inner fire. Next, write down your 3 biggest life goals. Be bold. Let your dreams speak. Then, list 8 small actions you can take today to move closer to those goals. Don't hold back. The universe responds to your courage. Lastly, mark your calendar for Sunday, May 4th, 2025, day when cosmic energy opens wide. On this day, carve out a quiet moment to speak 38 aloud, filled with intention, and see your dreams unfolding before your eyes. The universe is waiting for you to step forward. So, what dreams are you ready to claim? 6. Number 66. Supreme prosperity and fulfillment. The number 66 is known as a symbol of supreme prosperity and deep fulfillment, not just in material wealth, but also in the richness of the spirit and the wisdom of the heart. In Buddhist teachings, the number 6 represents 6 core virtues that guide a meaningful life: generosity, morality, patience, diligence, meditation, and wisdom. When this number is doubled to form 66, it amplifies these qualities, inviting a flow of abundance that touches every part of your existence, body, mind, and soul. This is not just about financial gain, but about cultivating a life that feels whole and deeply satisfying. To align yourself with this powerful energy, begin your Sunday morning on May 4th, 2025, with a simple yet profound practice. Sit quietly before the sun rises and repeat the number 66 during your meditation. Let this vibration settle into your heart, setting the tone for your day. Then, write the number 66 on a small piece of paper and place it under your pillow before you sleep. This allows your subconscious mind to absorb the energy of abundance and wisdom throughout the night, working silently to nurture your inner growth. And on this day, take a moment to reflect on what is already good in your life. Write down 6 things you are truly grateful for. Feel the warmth of appreciation filling you up. Follow that by writing down 6 major goals you wish to achieve this year, whether they be financial, personal, or spiritual. By doing this, you are planting seeds of intention and surrounding them with positive energy, much like a farmer preparing the soil before planting crops. In today's fast-paced world, it's easy to chase after success without pausing to appreciate what we have or to set meaningful goals. But true prosperity arises when we align our intentions with the virtues that sustain us. These small mindful actions can become the anchor that steadies you in the midst of life's chaos, helping you focus on what truly matters and opening pathways for abundance to flow into your life naturally. Thank you for being here and sharing this moment with me. It's truly an honor to have you as part of the Journey of Wisdom community. Your presence means more than you know. If today's message about the 6 lucky numbers for focus and abundance on Sunday, May 4th, 2025, resonates with you, I'd love to hear your thoughts. Feel free to share your own experiences, reflections, or simply say, "I am a seeker," if you're new here, or "I am mindful," if you've been walking this path with us for some time. Your voice helps nurture this space, and your engagement brings life to these teachings. Let's keep growing together, one mindful step at a time. Shall we continue? Overcoming fear and failure mentality in the journey to prosperity. Let's be real. Fear and failure can feel like heavyweight champions standing between you and the life you dream about. They whisper doubts, stir up anxiety, and keep you playing small when you know you're meant for more. But here's the truth. Every single person who's ever built something great has danced with fear and stumbled through failure. It's not about avoiding them, it's about learning how to face them head on and keep moving forward anyway. So if you're tired of feeling stuck, if you're ready to break free from that fear and failure mentality that's holding you back from the prosperity you deserve, keep reading. This isn't about hype, it's about real, practical steps to shift your mindset and reclaim your power. Number 1. Redefine failure. Certainly, let's dive in and give this content the flow, wisdom, and depth that speaks directly to the hearts of men walking the journey from fear toward prosperity. Redefining failure is not just about changing a word's meaning, it's about transforming how we relate to our own life stories. Too often, men carry silent burdens of missteps and unmet expectations, believing these moments define their worth or capabilities. But what if, instead of framing failure as the opposite of success, we began to understand it as an essential chapter in the very book of success itself? The truth is, every man who has ever achieved anything meaningful has likely stumbled more times than he's triumphed. Thomas Edison once said, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." And this echoes the wisdom found in the teachings of the Buddha, who reminded us, there are 2 mistakes one can make along the road to truth: not going all the way and not starting. These setbacks, these so-called failures, are not tombstones marking the end of the road, but stepping stones guiding us along the path. They provide crucial feedback data points, if you will, that teach us what works and what doesn't. When you begin to see failure as data rather than defeat, it shifts your entire experience. Suddenly, what once felt like an embarrassing loss becomes a valuable lesson shaping the man you are becoming. Think back for a moment. Has there been a time when something didn't go as planned, yet, in hindsight, it offered a powerful lesson or led to unexpected growth? That's the essence of redefining failure. In today's fast-paced world, where results are demanded instantly and comparison lurks behind every scroll on social media, it becomes even more important to hold on to this wisdom. Your journey to prosperity will include moments of doubt, of falling short, but these do not disqualify you. Instead, they prepare you, refine you, and build within you the resilience needed to carry success well when it comes. So, take heart, for as the Japanese proverb reminds us, fall 7 times, stand up 8. The path to prosperity is not about avoiding failure, but about embracing it as a trusted teacher on your journey. Number 2. Feel the fear. Do it anyway. Let's talk about something we all face but rarely want to admit. Fear. Fear of failure, fear of not being enough, fear of stepping out of what's familiar. But here's the truth I want you to carry with you. Today, fear isn't going anywhere. It's part of the human experience. The secret isn't in trying to eliminate fear. No, the real magic happens when we learn to move with it. Courage isn't about having no fear. Courage is about feeling that fear in your bones and still choosing to act. Think about that for a moment. What could your life look like if you stopped waiting for fear to disappear? If instead of waiting for the perfect moment, you took a step forward, even while fear whispered in your ear? You see, overcoming a failure mentality and stepping into prosperity starts with small acts of bravery. There's a Buddhist story that captures this perfectly. One day, a young monk approached the Buddha and said, "Master, I am troubled by fear. It follows me wherever I go. How can I rid myself of it?" The Buddha smiled gently and told the monk, "Fear is like a shadow. It only exists because there is light. Instead of trying to get rid of your shadow, walk toward the light." The young monk pondered this and realized that as he faced what scared him, instead of running away, the shadow of fear grew smaller. This teaching reminds us that fear will always be present, when we step toward growth and new experiences. But like that shadow, it loses its power when we shine the light of action on it. So let me ask you, what's one small thing you can do today that scares you just a little but brings you closer to your dreams? It could be reaching out to someone for help, sharing your ideas publicly, or finally starting that project you've put off for months. You don't have to climb the whole mountain today. Just take one step. And that step, though small, can be transformative because it proves to you that fear doesn't have to control your life. The journey to prosperity, whether that's financial security, personal growth, or peace of mind, is not about eliminating the bumps in the road. It's about learning how to navigate them. Fear is one of those bumps. And failure. Failure is not a dead end. It's simply a lesson dressed in uncomfortable clothing. Every successful person you admire has danced with fear and stumbled through failure. They didn't get there because they were fearless. They got there because they were willing to act despite the fear. Take a moment to reflect. What fear has been holding you back? How might your life change if you treated that fear as a companion on your journey rather than an enemy? When we embrace this mindset, fear becomes less of a barrier and more of a signpost pointing us toward growth. The question is not, how do I get rid of fear? But how do I carry fear with me as I move forward? So, here's the lesson I want you to take away today. Feel the fear, but do it anyway. Don't wait for the fear to vanish. Use it as a signal that you're stepping outside of your comfort zone into the space where real growth happens. Walk toward the light, even if your shadow follows. That's where prosperity begins. Number 3. Affirmations and visualization. Let me share something with you that might sound a little unusual at first, but stay with me because it holds a quiet power that can shift the entire course of your journey toward prosperity. It's the practice of affirmations and visualization. You see, the mind is like fertile soil. It doesn't care what seeds you plant, but it will nurture whatever you give it most consistently. If you feed it fear, doubt, and thoughts of failure, that's exactly what will grow. But if you plant the seeds of confidence, abundance, and success, those too will take root and flourish. Have you ever paused to notice what kind of thoughts you tell yourself each day? How often do you say, "I can't," or "I'm not enough"? Now imagine what might happen if you replaced those with words like, "I am capable," or "I am worthy of success." The Buddha once said, "We are shaped by our thoughts. We become what we think." When the mind is pure, joy follows like a shadow that never leaves. These words remind us that what we consistently tell ourselves becomes the lens through which we see the world. When you start speaking prosperity into your life, when you say aloud, "I am open to abundance," or "I am creating a life of purpose and wealth," your mind starts to believe it, and belief is the foundation of action. But let's take it a step further. Close your eyes for a moment and picture yourself already living that life you desire. See the details, the smile on your face, the confidence in your step, the people you're helping or inspiring. Feel it deeply. Can you sense the peace and satisfaction that comes from reaching those goals? Visualization isn't about wishful thinking. It's about training your mind to recognize opportunity, to focus on what matters, and to stay aligned with your purpose. Just like a skilled archer sees the target before drawing the bow, you too can direct your energy toward the life you want by seeing it clearly first. So let me ask you, what does prosperity look like for you? Can you see it? Can you feel it? When you blend these affirmations with vivid visualization, you're not just daydreaming, you're rewiring your inner world to match the outer reality you seek to create. Remember, as Lao Tzu wisely said, "Watch your thoughts, they become words. Watch your words, they become actions. Watch your actions, they become habits. Watch your habits, they become character. Watch your character, it becomes your destiny." So, my friend, What destiny are you choosing to speak into existence today? If you've made it this far, you're already taking powerful steps toward overcoming fear and breaking free from the mindset of failure on your journey to prosperity. Drop a comment below with "Fearless Prosperity" to affirm your commitment to this transformation. Don't miss out. There's still so much wisdom ahead to help you rise above doubts and move confidently toward the success you deserve. Stay with us until the end. You won't want to miss these life-changing insights. Number 4. Surround yourself with growth-minded people. Of all the steps on the path to prosperity, one of the most underestimated yet powerful is the company we keep. The people closest to us, whether friends, colleagues, or mentors, play a significant role in shaping our mindset, either reinforcing our fears and doubts, or nurturing our faith and courage. It's easy, especially for men between 30 and 65, to fall into patterns of isolation, feeling the weight of responsibilities and believing we must carry it all alone. But growth thrives in community. Surrounding yourself with growth-minded individuals, those who are also striving for more or who have already walked the path you aspire to tread, creates a powerful network of support. Their stories of overcoming fear and failure, their wisdom gained from hard-fought battles, can offer not just inspiration, but practical insights into navigating your own journey. Think about it. When you're around people constantly talking about what's not possible, how fear holds them back, or how they've settled for less, that energy seeps into your own beliefs. On the other hand, when you align yourself with individuals who believe in progress, who speak of opportunities, solutions, and learning from failure, that energy fuels your own confidence. It's not about seeking perfection in others or abandoning your current relationships, but about being intentional with whom you spend your time and where you draw your strength from. In today's fast-paced, digitally connected world, this might mean joining a mastermind group, attending workshops, or even following thought leaders online who challenge and uplift you. Remember, you don't have to face fear and failure alone. When you share space physically or virtually with those who are actively growing, who believe in turning setbacks into stepping stones, you start to absorb that mindset. Conversations change, perspectives broaden, and what once seemed impossible begins to feel within reach. This shift doesn't just happen overnight. It's the consistent reinforcement of positive, growth-oriented energy that gradually transforms your own self-belief. As you continue on your journey to prosperity, make it a priority to cultivate relationships that elevate your thinking, challenge your limitations, and remind you that fear is a companion to growth, not a barrier. This deliberate choice can make all the difference between staying stuck in a cycle of fear and failure or rising steadily toward the life you envision. Number 5. Celebrate small wins. Let's talk about something that often gets overlooked but holds incredible power on your path to success: celebrating small wins. Now, you might be thinking, why should I celebrate something small when I have big dreams? But here's the truth. Every little victory matters, and those small steps are what pave the way to the bigger breakthroughs. When you take the time to acknowledge and appreciate even the smallest progress, you're doing something very important. You're building positive momentum. This momentum fuels your journey, keeping you moving forward even when challenges arise. Have you ever noticed how easy it is to focus on what's not working, to hear that inner critic whispering doubts and fears in your ear? That voice loves to remind you of what you haven't achieved yet, of how far you still have to go. But when you choose to celebrate the small wins, you drown out that negativity. You turn the volume down on fear and self-doubt, and you turn up the volume on confidence and hope. Think about the last time you accomplished something, even if it was just completing a task you'd been putting off or taking the first step toward a new goal. How did that feel? Did you give yourself credit for it? Or did you brush it off because it didn't seem big enough? Here's the thing. Your brain needs those moments of recognition. They serve as fuel for your spirit, a reminder that you are capable, that you are making progress. These moments might be small on the surface, but they're powerful beneath. They reinforce a sense of achievement, and with each one, you're training your mind to see growth instead of failure, opportunity instead of fear. So, let me ask you, what is one small win you've had recently that you didn't fully appreciate? Maybe you spoke up in a meeting, started exercising again, or simply got out of bed on a tough day. These are not small things, they are steps forward. And when you give yourself permission to celebrate them, you strengthen your resilience. You build a foundation of self-belief that helps carry you through the tougher times when fear and failure mentality try to creep back in. In the journey toward prosperity, whatever that means for you, whether it's financial success, personal growth, or peace of mind, it's not about one giant leap. It's about consistent, small steps taken with purpose. Each step counts. Each step matters. When you embrace that mindset, you begin to see that you are always in motion, always growing, and fear loses its grip on you. You become less focused on the end result and more attuned to the journey itself, finding joy and fulfillment in the process. Let's make it a habit to pause, reflect, and celebrate the small victories. They deserve your attention. They deserve your gratitude. Because the truth is, those small wins are shaping you into the person capable of achieving the big dreams. So, as you continue on your journey, ask yourself regularly, what small win can I celebrate today? Don't let the day end without recognizing something positive, no matter how minor it might seem. This practice isn't just about feeling good in the moment, it's about rewiring your mind for success, teaching yourself to value progress over perfection. And here's the lesson I want you to take away. Fear thrives in the shadows of unacknowledged progress. But when you shine a light on every step forward, no matter how small, you weaken fear's hold. You create a mindset rooted in growth, resilience, and self-belief. Prosperity isn't just about the destination, it's about who you become along the way. So, celebrate those small wins. Let them remind you that you are capable, worthy, and on the right path. Number 6. Continuous learning. You know, one of the biggest reasons fear takes hold of us, especially when we're on the journey toward prosperity, is because of the unknown. It's that uncomfortable feeling of not knowing what's coming next, or wondering if we're equipped to handle it. But here's something powerful to consider. What if the key to overcoming that fear lies in simply learning more? Imagine this. The more you understand about the path you're walking, the less intimidating it becomes. It's like walking into a dark room at first. Everything feels uncertain, maybe even a little scary. But once you turn on the light and see what's really there, it's not so frightening anymore, is it? So I want to ask you, how often do you take time to turn on the lights in your own life, to learn something new that might help you face your fears with greater confidence? Every time you open a book, listen to a podcast like this one, or take a course that stretches your mind, you're investing in yourself. And that investment pays off not just in knowledge, but in courage. Because with every new thing you learn, you're replacing fear with understanding. And understanding gives birth to confidence. Think about a time when you learned something new. Didn't it make you feel a bit stronger, a bit more capable? This is the beauty of continuous learning. It doesn't just fill your mind, it expands your heart and strengthens your spirit. It's like planting seeds that grow into sturdy trees, providing shelter when life storms come. So ask yourself, what's one thing you've always wanted to learn but held back because it felt too hard or too unfamiliar? Could today be the day you take that first step? Remember, the journey to prosperity isn't just about financial wealth, it's about growing rich in wisdom, in courage, and in self-belief. And every small step you take in learning is a step toward conquering the fears that hold you back. So keep asking, keep seeking, and keep learning, because the more you know, the braver you'll become. Number 7. Embrace the journey. Too often, we set our sights so firmly on the end goal, prosperity, success, financial freedom, that we forget the value found in the journey itself. But true prosperity isn't simply a destination you arrive at one day. It's a path you walk every day. This journey is where the real transformation happens. It's in the late nights where you push through doubts, in the moments you stumble and question if you're cut out for this, and most importantly, in the courage it takes to stand back up and keep going. Growth doesn't come from perfection, it comes from persistence. As men, especially in the stages of life between 30 and 65, we often carry the weight of expectations, feeling the pressure to succeed without faltering. But here's the truth. Failing isn't the opposite of success, it's part of it. Every setback carries a lesson. Every mistake shapes resilience. When we embrace the process, we stop fearing failure and start seeing it as a teacher. In today's fast-paced world, where social media highlights only the wins and the polished outcomes, it's easy to feel like you're falling behind. But remember, those quiet moments of effort, the unseen struggles, they're where character is built. The path to prosperity is much like building a house brick by brick. Some days, you're laying down strong foundations. Other days, it feels like the walls collapse, but both days are essential. What matters is that you stay engaged, stay present, and give yourself the grace to learn and evolve along the way. Don't postpone your peace until you've made it. Find it in the small victories, the skills you're mastering, the fears you're overcoming, the strength you're gaining. So, keep moving forward. Not with the burden of reaching some far-off summit, but with the understanding that every step, whether smooth or rough, is prosperity unfolding in your life. The journey itself is the reward, shaping you into the man capable of holding the success you seek. Thank you for joining me on the journey of wisdom. As we've seen today, these 6 lucky numbers are more than just digits. They're reflections of energy, intention, and the timeless truths found in Buddhist teachings. When combined with mindfulness and inner work, they can become tools to help you focus, overcome fear, and welcome prosperity with an open heart. Remember, wealth isn't only what you hold in your hands, it's also what you nurture in your spirit. Whether you're just beginning or already walking the path, stay rooted in practice, keep growing, and trust that abundance flows when the mind is clear and the heart is ready. If this message resonated with you, help us spread the wisdom. Like this video, share it with others, and subscribe to the Journey of Wisdom so you never miss our upcoming teachings. And don't forget to turn on the notification bell. There's much more to come. Until next time, may your thoughts be peaceful, your actions be mindful, and your journey be full of light.